It's Pipi Time, Pipi Time. Lempicka's never over 'cause it's Pipi Time. Hi, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Sarah.
And welcome to Pipi Time. You know our guest from our two semi-favorite flops at the Longacre, having the greatest hair in the theater industry and belting like it truly is the end of time.
Beth Leavel.
Woo! Woo! Welcome to Pipi Time.
Welcome to Pipi Time.
Pipi stand for P-I-P-I.
It came from Lempicka, shortened to Lempipi, shortened to PP.
Pipi. Makes
It was
sense.
how
I like
that
it.
Yeah.
So our first question is just for you to tell us a little bit how you got involved with Lempicka, maybe what you sang for your audition, if you sang something. Yeah, we didn't think you
In
did.
audition, they
Yeah, we
asked.
didn't think so.
Yeah. And that doesn't always happen. I was literally at an outlet mall with my husband Adam, and we were at the food court. So
Good.
glamorous.
Mhm.
As you and I get a voice message from my agent going, "You need to call me. This is some very good news." I was like, "Oh God." So I called him back, and truthfully, I had never heard of Lempicka. I'm talking, I knew the artist's work, but I didn't know that was her name. And I didn't
Yeah.
really know anything about the musical. And then I started doing some homework, and they said, it's an offer to play the Baroness. And I'm like, yes. We're actors. When something comes, a gift like this, I'd never worked with Rachel Chafkin. I didn't really know any of the creatives. I'd never worked with Eden or Amber or so many of the people that have had such a history with the show. And I always like to go into, a new room, a new school room of people I don't know, and just get to know your chosen family. So it was a no-brainer. And that's how literally, and this was like October. It was a little kind of this year. It started, I got the call in October, and we started rehearsal in January.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and the rest is history. And it was interesting too. I was the new person.
Is that not
People,
typical for you?
Usually my favorite thing is to originate, which they really allowed me to do in this process as well, even though it was still written. But when, like with Drowsy or with the Prom and stuff like that, it is written for my voice. And here I was taking over someone else's voice and their artistry, and respecting that, and then letting between me, Beth Leavel, and Rachel, and and Carson and Matt and everybody, figuring out how my voice could be the Baroness. So yeah, so it was interesting. I had to ask people how to pronounce things, like Tudeush. It's like,
Yeah.
what is that? I went and went to the library, got some books about Tamara, and it was like, wow, why didn't I know this person's name?
Right.
If it had been a man.
Correct.
Right.
That's another podcast. Anywho, so we did so much homework too. Studying her stuff, and her granddaughter was there,
We
great-granddaughter.
just went to the premiere of the documentary in San Francisco, and her granddaughter was there, and we saw all the paintings. It was beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
You can get out there before February. It's
because I'm going in San Francisco, because I'm going to LA in January.
It's not that.
I can't imagine what it really looks like. Do you know what I mean? Not just our set designer recreating her work. That must have been amazing.
About 40 paintings. Like, they have a huge, we saw Rafaela in the flesh. It was really cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. So but now I'm a Lempicka fan, and I think the brief. I don't know how many you probably y'all probably know the previews plus performances. How many
About 67, I think, was the number.
Well,
we were rocking with.
67 times like what, 1,000 people a night on good days. That's how many people's lives were changed, and now no Lempicka.
Yeah. And then some. People found it after the show too.
Mhm.
Good.
Bootlegs
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
I think we put, you know, even in the brevity of what we were doing, I think we put her name in the ether.
For
Now
sure.
people go, yeah, you know, a huge swath of people now know what we're talking about,
Exactly.
Mhm.
which is
Oh.
another reason we do theater and art and sing.
Our next segment is called Show and Tell. And you have
Aha.
20 seconds to find something in your home that you want to show and tell. And we
Okay.
will participate. So we have show and tells ready.
Okay. Oh, I have, because I teach from this spot, I have a lot of treasures around me.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, do you
Ready.
even need the timer then or no?
I don't.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
serious.
work.
I mean, how many objects do you need?
Just
How
one.
many?
Listen,
Okay, ready?
we did two. We have
I
had
mean, we could spend the whole time just showing and telling.
No, I think it's, but you ready for the first one? This is my
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes,
hmm
we thought so, and we hoped so.
yeah.
And it spins.
Yeah, sometimes and it spins and it's been like squished and been through, like, you know, I take it to some of my classes and stuff. So yes, here's show and tell.
That's a great show and
Emmy
tell.
Award winner.
Gwinnett. Isn't that cool?
That's
That
really
is
cool.
We think
Thank
it's
you.
really cool.
I'll come back because I know that was in 2006. So
Yes.
for my show and tell, I brought a participation trophy that I earned in 2006, just in case the viewers wanted to know if I also won big in 2006. I did. And
Well,
I just
way to go.
up. Yeah,
Really proud of you.
that's my show and tell.
Thank you, show and
Okay.
tell.
If
I can show and tell an award too.
you also look at Sarah's arm. She has
Oh,
that is
what
the
is
Lempicka
it?
bench.
the Lempicka bench.
Wait. Oh my gosh. I have to put on my, that is so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's, you know, that bench scene, the opening was changed 9 million times. So the fact that
Mhm.
that bench made it into
I'm
the
so
show,
glad it did.
it,
I'm
yay.
so glad it did. Here's an award I have.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It is
What does
a
that say?
2024 Student OB Award, silver.
Oh,
I got second place for designing things.
On Obi, student Obi.
wow.
Yeah,
Well done.
not the theater OBs, but the out of home advertising one.
Right.
Very cool.
We had our show
Congratulations.
and tells ready just in case you brought out the big mama, and you did. So
Yeah.
I did. It's sitting on my desk. So there you go.
Do you play with it? Just like
Next time I have all this, you know, since it's our office, I have all the posters. Lempicka's getting ready to get framed. And
yeah,
yeah, that's
I
just
can
like
see those you get
Yep.
for being nominated. Then
yeah, cool, right? So
that's
Mhm.
so fun.
that's a lot of, you can't see the wall behind me, but I'm running out of space. The Cadillac of problems. But yeah, Lempicka's gonna go up.
That was
Love
a great show and tell.
Thank you for
Thank
showing
you.
and telling us your Tony Award.
You're welcome. I'm glad it was right here.
All right. So our next segment
Oh
is
gosh.
called Tell Me About This.
Tell me
So
about it.
typically
Okay.
for this segment, we go into people's Instagrams to find photos. But
Lord.
since you're not really on social media, we just found pictures
No.
online that we want more
Okay.
context for.
Okay.
So tell us about this.
Okay. Wow. That's me and Drowsy.
Mhm.
But why am I with Stephanie Block getting into Elphaba? And is that Anna Lee? Is
Mhm.
she doing Glinda?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was probably, I have no idea, which is really, it was probably something to do with Broadway Cares or Equity Fights AIDS or something. But why is she like in mid-beat?
That's true.
I cannot recall, Your Honor.
That's
You know
okay.
what? And it's from like 20 years ago, so that's so fair.
Yeah, it is 20. Oh, geez.
I
Wow.
mean, it's been
I have
5
never
years.
seen that picture. I've never seen that picture.
This
Wow.
segment is just us showing you pictures you've never seen before.
I like that. I like that. I hope I will actually know something and have an answer to one of them.
We'll let the followers let us know what was happening here
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody will tell me, right?
from Beth historians. All right,
Next.
our next one
Oh,
is
this is
from
Baby It's You.
2011.
I mean, I know it was when I was doing Baby It's You. This was the fundraiser of Broadway Bears.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I had gone in and recorded this song that I believe Matt Sklar wrote. And I was doing Baby It's You, and I totally lost my voice. And I had to, because I had recorded it, I lip sang the whole thing.
Oh,
And no one
wow.
knew.
Well,
No
now
one
they
knew. That was really,
No.
now they know. But it was my voice, but I literally couldn't even speak. I think I
Wow.
had some lines and I was like, welcome to Virginia. How about that outfit? Good
I
Lord.
know. In the shoes.
Oh, wow.
Our last one is this picture of you and Christopher Sieber shaving his
This is,
head. Tell us more.
yes, this was at rehearsal at either Pearl Studios or it was New 42nd Street.
Shout out.
We were getting ready to move to the theater, and Chris Sieber was playing Daddy Warbucks, and he asked me to shave his head bald so he could be a bald Daddy Warbucks. It was terrifying. I was so afraid I was gonna like hurt. Oh gosh. And there you go. There he is.
In your
I'm really
life.
curious about the Stephanie Block Elphaba
Yeah.
Linda thing.
We'll get the
Because
people
that
on it.
wasn't the same time, I'm thinking, oh, was it a rehearsal for the Tonys or something? But it wasn't the same
That was
time. I'll ask Stephanie, what were we doing?
Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah, you have connections.
Yeah, you can do it.
I can call her.
So our next segment is my favorite segment, and it's called Rapid Fire. And we're just going to ask you some rapid fire questions. You don't have to think too hard about them. It's whatever comes off the brain. It's a great answer for us.
Yes, I like the segments. I'm just saying you have my
Yeah.
full approval of the segments.
Oh, thank God.
Odd.
Because we were so worried.
We were.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay, here we go. What were the 80s really like?
Oh, bad hair and scrunchy socks with Reeboks.
Ooh.
Notice I went right to the fashion. Why didn't I
Yeah.
talk about culture or whatever? But I just remember I was 20
Fashion
seconds.
is culture.
It is, but I could probably come up with something a little more relevant than fashion. But big hair, lots of hairspray, lots of makeup.
Love that. Have you ever had your mugshot taken?
No, I mean the day's young, but not yet. No, I haven't.
Look forward to. Have you seen High School Musical?
No.
All right.
Wow. Our guests are really not High School Musical watchers. That's okay. If you
All
were
right.
to own a farm, what animal would you be most excited about owning?
If I was what at the farm? Owned a farm?
A farm, yeah.
I would. Does it have to be a farm animal? Because I'm having this thing where I feel like it's kind of a bucket list thing. I really want to ride a horse.
Okay.
Ooh,
I've never.
okay. I like that.
So I would say the horse and whatever. I just love to hug them all. I'm an animal freak.
Aw.
So, meow. I know, but I would say the horse that I
Okay.
will have a farm.
What is the worst professional advice you've ever been given?
Sound like someone else
Oh,
That's a great one. Speaking
or
of animals,
imitate
Oh.
someone else. Like,
yeah.
oh, that was, and that leaves you going, oh, so don't, if you're listening and you're an artist, to thine own self be true. You are your gift.
Aw. Speaking of animals, though, if your cat could talk, what do you think his voice would sound like?
Oh, just so annoying because he tries so hard. His name is Malcolm. Is he up here? he tries so hard to talk to me and tell me that I haven't fed him enough, or if
Hmm.
so, like, it's kind of a soft scream, like, "Mom, is that all you're giving me? Where is the treat? I can't live like this."
That's Malcolm.
Spoiled animal on the planet is Adam and Mike's cat, Malcolm. I don't know where he is, but yeah.
What is your favorite movie musical?
Well, apparently it's going to be Wicked,
It
but I
was
haven't.
really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. That's on the agenda after Thanksgiving. It's really hard because each musical that I've seen at a different point in my life means something
Hmm.
differently. Like the very first musical I remember seeing um, on the screen was The Music Man.
Mm.
And I was at a very young age, and I just remember thinking I wanted to go like this and be Zanita and jump into the screen. That was like the first
Hmm.
kernel of something that there was something in me that had to get out. I just wasn't really sure what it was. Um, Fast forwarding to during college, I loved the Twyla Tharp's Hair. Did you ever see
Mm.
that?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Twilight.
Never seen it. When I was in grad school, it was like, oh, wow. I loved that one. And then I loved Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago is fierce. And I feel such ownership to the musicals. It's like, if you're going to put up our stuff, you better be
Right.
really good. You better make us proud. And it certainly did. It was really, really good.
Hmm. Top tier.
Top,
Mm-hmm.
top.
Top tier. Yes, thank you.
Which Broadway theater has been your favorite to perform in?
Well, that kind of all are my favorite. You make it a home. But I've been to the Longacre twice, the St. James 3 times. Part of it's just the comfort level of, like backstage and stuff. So I would have to say the Marriott Marquis, where I did Drowsy.
Oh, we love that answer.
Love
Uh,
that. The relationship, the audience, I felt with the audience, there's it's intimate and huge at the same time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with that show. It's like it's a
In
it's
some
a
way,
different kind of connection with the audience.
exactly. And plus it's newer, so I don't know, there's more than one toilet for 8 people to share. Little
Yeah.
That's
things like
that's
that.
always a good thing.
Yeah. Which is not what the Longacre has. It's like, oh my gosh, when I was there with Prom, the second floor, including all the stage managers, Caitlin, we all shared one bathroom. So we all had to get along really, really well.
Yeah.
But
That's
we figured it out.
What store would you go to if you won a shopping spree?
Hmm, that's a good one. I would probably say a very fancy Macy's because they have everything.
hmm
You can get food if you go to the one with has like the cellar in it. This is a game I played as well when my kids were bored. I'd sit in the car and go, if you have $100, what store would you spend it in? And then it would go up to $500, and then it would go up to $5,000, and that completely changes your
It
answer.
changes the game. Yeah.
Changes the game up. But I would have to say Macy's until I come up with a better answer. Or
That's good.
maybe, yeah, let's go with, because you get clothes, you can get furniture, you can get cooking apparatus,
Yeah.
Christmas
That's
decorations.
it.
Apparat.
Yeah, one-stop shopping.
Love that. Would you rather be a lead or have a princess track?
Hmm, that is a really good question. I like the balance of both of them. Like going
Hmm.
from, it was so fulfilling and exhausting. And then
Yeah.
you go to Lempicka, where I did not have to drive the train, but I had such a satisfying moment in the storytelling.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
kind of like to let's do a lead for a while. Oh no, let's have a Lempicka track because that was
Love
meaningful.
the track.
I kind of like both of them.
That's a good answer.
Did you enjoy yourself at the opening of Death Becomes Her?
I did. I was doing a reading, and the reading stopped at 5:30, and I was quickly trying to change clothes, and it was pouring.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
Adam picked me up from 42nd Street, and there was some kind of accident, and it took us almost 40 minutes to go up in one of those moments in New York. So by the
Mhm.
time I got there, I was like, what? We, didn't have time to eat. So, but
Oh,
once I sat down and, this opening night, like going to a high school reunion, sometimes there's people
Yeah.
everywhere that and
mhm.
then you saw this glorious show to celebrate these fabulous. It's a big hit, big hit.
It is.
Great
So
show.
yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I was drenched, I was like, oh, I really feel pretty.
Drenched and happy.
Drenched, and you're seeing an opening night.
Does somebody asking you too many questions in a row annoy you?
You mean like this, or just in general? No,
Yeah, anything?
no,
No.
because um, I've I've lived a life. I have a lot of answers to certain questions. I mean, if you're a stranger on the street, that'd be a little odd. In this, and when I talk to, if I go to a school or something, no, I love it. I like that I can share something that could possibly be meaningful to someone who's just starting out or whatever. So no, it doesn't bother me.
Yay.
Best answer.
Who's your comedy inspiration?
Um, that's a very good question. Probably, hang on,
Okay.
Dorothy Lau,
Oh,
Madeline Kahn,
oh yes.
The Scoop of Carol Burnett,
Mm-hmm.
and the fierceness of the women that I did 42nd Street with, the original, BB Osterwald. They were some funny, Carol Cook, they were some funny broads. And I would just watch them eat the scenery. And, it imprinted on a very young Beth Leavel.
Yeah. You consider yourself to be abroad?
I do now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Do you do you like that?
you. It's better. Can you imagine? Yeah, I'm an ingenue. No, no. I think that's yeah, I'm abroad. I'm a comedian, I'm abroad. But then that's another thing about Lempicka. Sorry, squirrel. Another thing about Lempicka is that I didn't have to be abroad. I was a
Mm,
dame.
Mm-hmm.
And I like doing the balance of having the opportunity to not be funny all the time. And then
Yeah.
I'll want to be funny again. So Lempicka was a little bit of both of that.
There was a little bit in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good.
If you don't want it to be funny, don't give me the line. Or, I'm not going to make something funny. It's not. But if it's something there to be mined to be funny, it's like, get out of my way. Just
The
hang on.
gallery scene, there were some funny things in there.
Thank you. Thank you. And I liked that the writers liked it. And then it was like, well, let's see if we can get Beth a funnier line. It's like, bring it.
I
Bring
love
it.
that.
That's good.
If you could own a robot that did a task for you, what task would you assign it?
I would have it be my chef.
That's a
Do-
great answer.
I really don't really like cooking. I'm not very good at it, even though both of my kids didn't die. So, I mean, I did give them, but it's not my favorite. I would rather set the table and clean up than
Mm.
have to have a nutritionally balanced and like cook a chicken or something. I'd be like, I'm into, no.
So
So I
you're
would like,
not cooking for Thanksgiving.
I am not, I'm cooking the things I know. I'm a Southern girl and I know how to make the two things I can make. I can make fried chicken and I can make a mean macaroni and cheese. So I'm making a big macaroni.
Okay.
And you know that
You and
delicious.
Nicholas Ward, the both of you
Oh
have
yeah.
mac and cheese
He was
recipes.
talking about it.
Yeah. And string bean casserole. And then everyone else brings the fancy stuff. But it's
Okay.
a traditional thing now. It's like, where's your macaroni and cheese? Where's your
Yeah.
Wow.
string bean?
Beth Level's
So,
macaroni and cheese.
oh my God, which is really my mother's, but I've added some touch to it. I don't know what it is, but it's crack. It's just really
Yeah.
good.
It's crack.
So good. Don't you
What is
crack.
your go-to karaoke song?
Um,
Do you do karaoke?
oh girl, I don't do karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I did, it would be like the classics, like Somewhere Over the
Mm.
Rainbow and maybe
Oh,
Yes.
some,
And you would eat.
and I would what?
you would
Eat
eat.
it means like do very well.
Oh, I said, oh, look, I learned something.
Yeah.
Snack.
Yeah. You ate. That means
Oh, I
that
ate
you,
it. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna eat
yeah.
it. I do show tunes.
Mhm.
That's
I've heard
I
that you
don't
do.
know the like I was at my hairdresser today and she had some very trendy station. I'm like, who's that? Wait, who is that? Do I know her? And I'm just
I
so
feel kind of the same way though, because I'll still hear
I
new songs and I'm like, I don't know these people.
say, so I don't feel so bad. I
Yeah.
really,
Next, do you watch sports?
I do, only if I'm with someone that appreciates it. Like my musical director, Phil Reno, is a football fanatic.
Mhm.
So a lot of concerts. So I'm with him a lot on the road, and I end up watching a lot of football.
Do you
And when
understand it?
I ask questions.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah,
It's like,
because I
why did that happen? And I find it much more entertaining also to be with someone who's really wanting a certain team to win.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But I watch it on my own. No, I watch part of the Super Bowl only because it's the Super Bowl. And
Right.
growing up, I like I said, I grew up in North Carolina, and the ACC basketball was huge, and I devoured that. But I don't anymore. But I
Hmm.
will look. Like, oh, did they win?
Yeah, that's kind of what I do with my brother. He really is into the NFL, and I'm like, "Okay, are the Lions going to win today?" And that's about the
That's
extent
it.
that I do. What is
Fair.
your favorite part of any rehearsal process?
Um, there's so many parts. When you sit around the table read and read it and get to know each other the first day, that's really cool. I also like the part when the costumes are introduced for the very first time and no one has any idea what they're doing because we're like in costume and wig and stuff. And then I like when all of a sudden we let go of our show and there's an audience, and now we have to share it. It's no longer our private thing.
Hmm.
I like when it's a big hit.
That's so real.
Do you consider yourself famous? Because we do.
No. No,
No?
and no, I feel like I've worked and I'm known in this community and subsequently by people who've done the prom or Drowsy or whatever. But no, I was introduced the other day. Somebody said the legend. I'm like, what? I'm just a working girl. I'm just a,
No, you are a legend. You have a Tony Award.
well, I know, but that does not make me feel like a legend. But that's very sweet. I like to work. There's Nelson. Sorry.
A
You
celebrity
welcome it.
artist. Do you
Oh,
think of Malcolm as famous?
totally. Do you see what I mean about the stretch?
He looks so thrilled.
Does it? He's gonna bite my face off in about three. Would you like to get down? Would you like to get down? What?
Yeah,
Would you like to get down? Would you like a treat?
he's
You
very
want a
much
kiss?
tolerating what's happening.
Oh yeah, I'll pay for it later.
Mhm.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
Nice
I
talking to
love
you.
this.
Bye, Malcolm. Okay,
Bye.
how do you feel when people call you mother?
Like my kids?
No, like
Or
in
No,
the
like
general
like
public.
people like us, like your fans, people are like, oh, Beth Leavel, she's mother.
oh, I like that.
Okay,
That
good.
makes me feel warm and fuzzy. I
Oh,
do. I
yay.
think, I'm of a certain age, and now I feel like, oh my God, I'm like the old person in the room. That I
No.
do kind of mother,
Mm-hmm.
mother therapist, and that's great. So I like it. It again, it makes me feel warm
Mother,
and
yes.
We
Noted.
are all children of Beth.
Yeah, we were joking the other day that instead of saying that you're gay, you say you're a child of Beth Level.
Like, you know
right.
how people used to say, like, are you a friend of Dorothy?
Yeah. Are you a child of
Are
Bethlehem?
you a child of Beth Level?
I love that. I love that. Yes.
Second to last question of this round. From all the shows you've been in, which one had your favorite costumes? And they don't have to be your costumes.
Yeah, no, Drowsy Chaperone. Did you see what I wore in that? It's the first time I
Yeah,
Yeah,
experienced
very good.
we recently both watched, you know,
a thing.
down low version.
It's I have never felt so glamorous in my
Mm-hmm.
entire life. Yeah, so that would be it. And probably also, believe it or not, Baby It's You, which, didn't run very long either. But I had 25 different costumes.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's crazy.
25 costumes. So, and they were all made, and they were good clothes. Ugh. I still have some of the jewelry.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, our last question. Would you say we're best friends now?
Yes.
Good. Yay. We've made
I
so
would
many
say.
best friends on this show.
That's again why theater is magical, right? I
Yeah,
mean, do
we've made
people
Beth Level's our best
do
friend
that
now.
at Google or AT&T? No. So I think our
Hmm.
community, the adjacent community, is amazing.
Hmm. So now we have some rapid fire from the people. We asked our followers if they had any questions.
This first question comes from Mary Page Nance, and she asks, "Do you miss me?" And it's in all caps.
And I would like to respond to Mary Page Nance in all caps. Yes, I miss you. I miss you. We get together and talk Southern.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. My I edited her Bar and Pika videos, and I got to edit the one that she did with you, and
Oh,
it is such a joy. I'm gonna have to tell her she's got to post it soon.
oh, good.
Yeah, it was very fun. You two talking like Southern gals together.
Yes, yes. That was fun. That was a fun night.
And next, we have a question from Raja Feather Kelly, who asks,
Oh.
what did you think of Raja?
Raja and I think, shared some past life experience together because I felt like I've known him all my life.
Mm.
And when we saw each other in a really good way, I would always want to hug him. But
Aw,
I'm really glad I wasn't one of his dancers because I can't.
that's
I can't.
okay. I saw you at the end of the prom.
I
Yeah.
know.
You were pulling the moves.
I ate it.
You
Yeah.
did. There, yes.
Thank
Perfect.
you. Thank you very
So
much.
another thing that we always ask our guests is to leave a question for our next guest. So we had
Uh-huh.
Nicholas Ford last time, and he asks a few
Who did?
questions.
I'm sorry.
Who
Nicholas,
asked, sweet
Ford.
Nicholas? Yes.
His first question for you is, what is your favorite holiday beverage? And it can be alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
I would have to say again, with the cooking, it's like the cocktailing. I'm gonna do a cocktail. I love it when someone makes a specialty Christmas
mm,
cocktail.
Mary
That
Page, did you hear that?
Yeah, Mary Page, something that Mary Page would make in a beautiful glass with some
Mm,
kind of Christmas thing in there. That would be, I would like that.
That's perfect. Also, what is your favorite kind of cheese? He asks.
Let's for real. You know what? A really fresh mozzarella, like I
Yeah.
had in the one time I was in Italy.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that's I like cheese. So, but that's probably the top of my list, except the
Mhm.
stuff I put in my macaroni and cheese,
Right, but that's
you'll
which
have
is
to
a
maybe share the recipe, unless it's a secret.
right.
it's not a secret. I kind of make it up each time, but there's
Oh, I
certain
love
things.
you
Yeah,
do it with your heart.
I don't do it with the recipe anymore. Just kind of eyeball it
Hmm.
and just stick it in
Measure
the
with your
oven.
heart. Yeah.
Measure with, pray for the best. So
Yes.
far, so good.
Mm.
All right. And then our last question from Nicholas is, if you had the choice to be hot or cold for like the winter, which would you prefer? A warm or cold winter?
Cold. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'm a Southern girl, I love the snow. I love it when
Mhm.
it's world stops when it snows because I just
Yeah.
have to watch. And
Mhm.
I'm obsessed with like my weather apps to see, is it going to snow? Is there any possibility that it will snow tomorrow? So yeah, I would say
We
cold.
had our first snow last week.
I know.
Mm.
The air
Uh,
is different at that first snow.
just love it. That's why you get a lot of snow.
Hmm.
Thank you so much for hanging
You're
out with
welcome.
us.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Yes.
holidays.
And you know I'm going into my 15th Broadway show, right?
Yes.
I can't wait to see it. My friend Alexa Lopez was my Maria when I was in West Side Story. And
She's
she's
in
gonna be
it.
with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
and she's a new one too. So again, I'm
Mhm.
going into where I'm like one of the new, what's her name? Alexa?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
She's
All
a
right.
pretty.
Mwah.
Yes.
Happy
Mwah.
holidays. Stay.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thanks for the party.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye.
Bye.